I'm giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Al Shai, Hashem, Rakakodash, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to try to, because I plan to make a bunch of videos today. If the Spirit's on me, I pray that the Spirit jumps on me. But I'm going to try to make this one quick. But let's see where the Spirit takes me. This might be a relatively long video. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video Ezekiel chapter 38 is coming to pass in a big way. So I'm going to read this. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. And go to the blue letter. Bear with me for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Okay, let's go. Ezekiel 38, and we all should be familiar with it, this chapter. You notice these Christians, you had a debate between Captain Tazariak and what's this guy, was it something logic, apologetics. I was watching a video, but the Christians, they're going to, well, the Lord, is God, and the Father and the Son is the same, all this Christian crap nonsense. But they don't understand the prophecies. Guarantee you. That's why when they have debates, they limit it to certain subjects. And if you go outside that subject, oh no, we're not dealing with that. Well, we're dealing with the truth, the scriptures. You don't. Well, did David wear, brown sandals or black sandals? Was King David left-handed or right-handed? Then they'll have a 5-hour debate on that, which is irrelevant to the scriptures. You got guys talking about the flat earth. They want to have debates. The earth is flat. Let's have a debate. The moon is made out of a big block of Swiss cheese. Well, let's have a debate, brother. So it says prophecy about Gog and future. Notice it says not Magog, because Magog is part of Gog. Magog just means from Gog. It's a prophecy about Gog and future invasion of Israel, meaning the current Israel. Not, you got certain Israelites that say, oh, after 1,000 years, Gog is going to attack us. It's talking about the people in the land of Israel now, which a lot of our people are in that land. It says, in the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, which is Russia, the land of Magog. You can even go to, you don't got to take my word for it. You can go to a biblical map, or you can go, let me do this. And I'll come back to it. If you go to the Bible Hub, the commentary, any Bible commentary, and you put in Gog and Magog, or you put this chapter in, they will say it's Russia. Both Gog and Magog are the same thing. Gog, the land of Magog. It's not Gog and Magog. You sound unintelligent when you say that Gog and Magog gonna get you. No. Magog just means from Gog. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the Russians, the land of Magog, or from Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against it. And then the Spirit jumped on me to come to the realization that Chief Prince, the word Russia is Hebrew for even Moscow. Meshach is Moscow, is Russia. I did a video maybe 5 years ago, maybe more. And I went into the Russian language and the Russian alphabet. And in that video that I did, the research that I did, the roots of the Russian language goes back to Hebrew. I don't know what YouTube page I put it on, but I did that. We're talking about maybe 5-6 years ago. And they pulled out certain words, and they were Hebrew. They said this Russian word goes back to the Hebrew word for this. So it says, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Chief prince in the Hebrew is chief is Ra'ash, and prince is Shah. So put those. So Russia is a compound word. 2 or more words put together to make a whole new word. So when you put the Ra'ash and the Shah together, it's Russia. Ra'ash Shah. Ra'ash Shah. Well, they say Russia, because the people that founded Russia in the uttermost north, or the northwest, the uttermost northwest, I'm sorry, the uttermost northeast, are the Scythians and the barbarians, which they were Israelites. That's the word barbarian is written in the scriptures, and the word Scythian are written in the scriptures. So go to the word Scythian, do a Google search on Scythian, and they'll tell you those are the ancient Russians, the founders of Russia, that go back, that they founded that land, which that was at one time no man's land. That was in approximately 865 circa AD. That was long after Esau's Roman Empire went down and Jake took it over. This is when Jake was ruling. So now you can understand why the Russian language roots go back to the Hebrew, because the founders of the Russian kingdom, empire, whatever you want to call it, you had the Tsars, and we believe that the Tsars had to be Israelites. Could be wrong. I do research on that. So let me read this one more time. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, thus saith Yahweh, the Most High, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, meaning the Most High will put spiritual hooks in the spiritual jaws of the leadership of Russia. And a vision by night and a dream, I seal their instructions, Job. I believe that's Job 33:15, if I'm not mistaken, or Job 30:15. I believe it's 33 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. And I hadn't pulled it out in a long time. And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, modern horsemen, modern military, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, modern armor, which includes ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Even a great company with bucklers and shields. A shield is a what? A defense system. All of them handling swords. The modern day swords are the missiles. The scriptures speak about flying swords, fiery flying serpents. Persia, Ethiopia. Persia are the people of Iran. Ethiopia. In Libya, North Africa, Ethiopia is Cush with them. All of them with shield and helmets, Gomar and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarter and the uttermost north, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company, the military, that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Be a guard unto who? These Arab nations and these North African nations. So when you read down about the land of Israel, it's talking about the current land of Israel. So missiles, ICBMs will be shot on the current land of Israel or Palestine. So now, let me do this. Let me cut this short. Now, I was watching this video. See, I watch videos and they'll inspire me to do a video. This is put up by GMS Maccabean Spirit, which is Malcolm, which is the head of Chicago GMS. Prophecies can't be stopped. The true prophets have warned you. So this guy is talking about what we've been talking about for years. What they're talking about now, what they're afraid of now, we've been talking about this for years. Way before YouTube. So now where am I? Where am I going? Okay, right here. Is Russia an ally of Iran? Iran and Russia, and I'm going to show you all. I'm going to pull this back, and I'm going to show you the Middle Eastern nations are all allied with Russia. It says Iran and Russia are strategic allies and form an axis in the Caucasus. And you can open up a map, a current map or an ancient map, mainly a current map, and go to the Caucasus. That's around the area of the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. It says alongside Armenia. Iran and Russia are also military allies in the conflict in Syria and Iraq, and partners in Afghanistan and post-Soviet Central Asia. The Russian Federation is also the chief supplier, chief prince, chief or head. The Hebrew word there is head, or Ra'ash Shah. Supplier of arms and weaponry to Iran. So does the people of Iran, the government of Iran, the military of Iran, do they possess ICBM style missiles? Iran-Russian relations. Who is Iran's biggest ally? Syria and Iran are strategic allies. Syria is often called Iran's closest ally. The Arab nationalism ideology of Syria's ruling Ba'ath Party notwithstanding. Now, understand that the people of Iran are not Arabs. They're Persians. They're Elamites. The people of Iran their Islamic national religion is Islam, but they don't speak Arabic. They speak a language, I believe the language is, I hadn't gone through this in a while, Farsi. You can look it up. Does Russia support Iran or Israel? The least of the flock shall draw them out. Currently, there are concerns that Israel will attack Iran preemptively because the nuclear program of Iran could be used eventually to produce nuclear weapons. That's what they're afraid of. That's what America's afraid of. The U.S. government is afraid of. Russia. This is all going to be put in the laps of Nero, Emperor Nero, a.k.a. Trump. That's Nero coming back. Russia, and remember, it was under the watch of when Peter and the other apostles and Paul got put to death. It was under the rulership of this guy Nero, which is definitely Trump. You got to watch a video that was put up a couple of hours ago, I would say, by GMS Las Vegas 144K. That's the brother, the elder out of Vegas, Karatazar, and he's ahead of GMS Vegas. Okay, Russia. So you watch that video. If you can't see that this guy's Nero coming back, I was even going into Nero. I put in Caesars that had nicknames for the competition, and they mentioned two names. They mentioned not Claudius. They mentioned Caligula, and they mentioned Nero. If Trump don't like you, if he's coming against you, he's gonna give you a nickname. You know, called Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. What do you call Kamala? Communist Kamala. Every person that he deals with that he doesn't like, that he's a what do you call it? Enemy to or whatever, or he's going up against them. He'll have a nickname for him. Every one of them. It says so. Nero did the same thing, and he looked just like Nero. Let's say Russia provides technical assistance to Iran's nuclear program, supplies it with weapons, and gives it diplomatic support at the United Nations. And by the way, you have a Security Council of, it used to be 5 top nations, major world powers that were part of the Security Council. They added one, so now it's called United Nations Security Council plus 1. So it's really 6. Germany was added to it because Germany is a major nation. That's a NATO nation. So you have the 5. You got France. You got America or the U.S. You got Russia. You got China. And I believe you have England. And then the plus 5 is Germany. So out of all the nations, 194. If it's not 194, it's 198 nations that are members of the signatories of the UN. Those are 5, really 6, of the major powers of this earth. But they're gonna go against each other. Russia and the Iran Iran-Israeli proxy conflict. Is Iran allied with China? They have developed a friendship, makes them allies, economic and strategic relationship. So guess what? Russia and China are allies. In March of 2021, Iran and China signed a 25-year cooperation agreement. So they're allies. That seals the deal. They will strengthen the relations between the two countries and include political, strategic, and economic components. So you want to talk about an embargo? The Chinese can impose an embargo on the U.S. And if that happens, America dies. They don't have to shoot one bomb, but they're going to shoot ICBMs on them because it's Bible prophecy. Is Iran still a U.S. ally? Let's see what it says. Iran and U.S. have had no formal diplomatic relations since 1980. So they're not allies. They were allies post-1980, April 7th. Instead, Pakistan serves as Iran's protecting power in the United States, while Switzerland serves as the United States protecting power in Iran. See how much information you can get just by going to Google. You got these dummies buying these books because they like, see, I got this book and it cost me $300. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Or you got money to burn. I don't have money to burn. So now let me come back over here. Getting ready to land this plane. But this always happens. If I watch a video, I gotta stop the video and I gotta do a video. Okay, so it says a list of Russian allies. Now we know that Russia is a major ally to Iran, but it doesn't mention Iran right here. With countries traditionally considered Western aligned, Russia maintains positive relations with, meaning their allies, Hungary, Serbia, Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, they just found out there's oil. They just struck oil out there. Turkey. Turkey is an ally of Russia, but guess what? Turkey is an official member of the beast system. They're a NATO nation. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself. We always say that. Don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself. Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and United Arab Emirates. So there you go. Let me do this. Is Russia an ally let me spell this right. Of China. So we found out that Iran is allied with China. Iran and China are allies. Okay, so now let's see. Commentators have debated whether the bilateral strategic partnership constitutes an alliance. Of course it does. Russia and China officially declared their relationship not allies. They're allies. Okay, they got a friendship going. But better than allies, although Vladimir Putin reiterated that their relationship is a de facto alliance. De facto alliance. Let's look up the word de facto. On paper, they're not allies, but they're de facto allies. Let's look up the word de facto. That's a legalese. De facto meaning. Excuse me. De facto.
De facto.
De facto. Actually, especially being such in effect, though not formally recognized. We're friends, we're allies, but it's not on paper. See also de facto segregation at segregation. 2, exercising power as if legally constituted or authorized. Like I said, I'm say it again. Russia and China officially are not allies, but they're de facto. Putin said they are de facto allies. Let's go back to that. Vladimir Putin reiterated, said again, that their relationship, whose relationship? China and Russia, is a de facto alliance. What does that mean? That they are allies, but it's not official. When Armageddon comes, they will be official allies. Well, the fact that they're part of the BRIC, these two nations are part of BRIC, that's a union. That's definitely allies. So anyway, let me see this. Look at this. Top stories: Putin ally says Russia and China must counter any U.S. attempt at containment. So they're coming together against any moves of the United States. So I don't got to say no more. Anyway, with that, like I said, I was going to make this short, relatively short. It was a little long. With that, on to the next one. Shalom.